more significant because the Spirit of God is in you. I've found myself a couple of times a little bit overwhelmed, feeling like I'm in a storm, even these last couple of weeks. Especially like, I'm not really afraid for me, but I get concerned for others that are afraid and for my students and stuff, and I worry about them. I want them to know that there is nothing to fear because God is on their side. And this verse is kind of, not this verse, this song, has kind of become my song. It's called Peace Be Still. It's got Lauren Daigle in it. It's really cool. You've probably heard it before. It's from a few years ago. But I just want to read to you, not sing to you. I want to read to you some lyrics from it. I can't sing like Lauren Daigle, sorry. It's got some great lyrics in it that have become kind of like powerful for me. And I've listened to this song a few times. And we've even listened to it as a school faculty as well, which is cool. We all separated throughout our big auditorium so we could social distance. And we worshiped to this song. And this is kind of like the chorus in it. It says, "Peace be still, say the word and I will set my feet upon the sea till I'm dancing in the deep. Oh, peace be still, you are here, so it is well. Even when my eyes can't see, I will trust the voice that speaks." The writer of this song knows where to put her trust, knows where to put her faith. It's in a Savior that goes before her. It's in a Savior that's calling her out onto the water. There's another famous storm water story, I guess, that Jesus and his disciples went through, and this is where I want to finish tonight. It's found in Matthew, and it's another story that takes place out, on the sea, and this is what happens. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side while he dismissed the crowd. After he had dismissed them, he went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. And later that night, he was there alone. And the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. Once again, the wind and the waves are acting up, okay? And shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. So Jesus just goes out on the water, just strolling across it, okay? And when the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It is a ghost," they said, and they cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them this, "Take courage." That's kind of like fear not. That's like another version of fear not, I feel. "Take courage. It is I. Do not be afraid." Okay? "Lord, if it is you," Peter replied, "tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat and walked on the water and came toward Jesus. And this is the significant part. He's on his way toward Jesus. He's going with the will of Jesus, okay? Then, when he saw the wind, he was afraid. And beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. You see, Peter found himself afraid again because he took his eyes off of his Savior and he looked at the wind and the waves and the storm that was in his life. I don't want that to be you in this season or in any season. Don't take your eyes off of your Savior, off of your Lord, to look at the wind and the waves and the storm that rages around you. Storms will come, wind will come, waves will come, but Jesus is not going anywhere.